Hello, everybody. Hi, everybody. This is Chris Adams. Thank you for watching this afternoon tonight. I'm about to do a quick stream on why I believe that family is greater than money. And before we start, or actually, we're about to start. Please, if you like this, let me know. Comment. I'll keep a tab on Facebook right here. And I really want to thank you for watching. So let's begin. Hello, everybody. Again, welcome to the show. I have a couple of personal stories that I'd like to share. Now, what a lot of people don't know about me is that I came from absolutely no money. I was born addicted to heroin. My mom, we were homeless most of my life until she passed away, and then I lived with my aunt, and then things got way better. I know it sounds sad, but I was extremely happy because I had my mother and my stepdad, and things, even though things seemed bleak, I came out probably happier than most people I know in Los Angeles because I know what's actually important. And it was never money. And to give you an example, I have two sides of my family. I have the my mother's side, who we had a great uncle that made a ton of money in the stock market, and he, unfortunately, my grandpa, an evil man, waited for him to die, didn't love him, and just wanted his money. And my grandpa died miserable, and nobody went to his funeral because all he ever cared about was money. He never cared about family. And that side of the family, I say, is very screwed up because they only love money and things. I have the opposite side of the family, the Adamses, where I get my namesake. They are the best people I've ever met in my life. They get together every holiday, weekends, gatherings, make food, talk smack to each other, and just generally have a wonderful time in life, always. In fact, the grandma on that side of the family is the happiest woman I've ever met. She dances and still parties with all of us, and just always loves seeing everybody in the family. She goes, she's like, "How you doing, bae? How you doing?" I love her. She's from New Orleans. She's a wonderful lady. And I realized very quickly and very early on that chasing money is kind of a pointless endeavor. And not to say that you don't try to get success, but try to find what is real in life. And that's family. And that doesn't have to necessarily be blood. I found family at everywhere I've worked. For example, I used to work at Coffee Bean in Belmont Shore for a very long time, and I absolutely loved every single employee I worked with. They were like family. We hung out, we partied. Even when we didn't have things like a lot of money, I still had the best time of my life there. And luckily, I have found that in the job that I have now. So really, the thing that will make your life richer is actually good people. And I've been very grateful and very happy to have found that. And let me actually show you a quick video that I made for some really great comedians that I work for who have a wonderful show at the Laugh Factory called Ruby Tuesdays. It's every Tuesday around 9:30. So take a look. And they also have a great podcast. You'll see that in a minute.
You mean to tell me you've never listened to the Best of Everything with Ruben Paul and Johnny Sanchez?
No. So what are they, like Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis or something?
No. They're comedians. One is black.
Hey, all right. I like black people.
The other one is Mexican. They're comedians.
Oh. Hey, look, I'll still listen to it anyway.
Could you just hit the podcast button on the radio?
Okay, hey, whatever you say. You got it.
Thank you.
Why does every black guy gotta sound like that? Like what? You mean you read like this? What you talking about? Come on, man. Really? That's right.
Yeah. Hey, that Mexican's pretty funny, huh? I take back what I was thinking.
Could we have some quiet, please?
Yeah, I'm always quiet. I mean, all the time. Somebody asks me to be quiet. I'm like, you got it, Pally. I'm quiet.
Quiet, please.
Mm-hmm. Quiet time. Here we come.
So I actually worked really long on that one, so I was pretty happy about that video and how it came out. I think it's very funny. But anyway, those guys are two of the nicest people I've ever met in show business, and I've been very fortunate to work with some really great people. I continue to work with other great people like Ian Bagg and amazing comics all of the time. And it's funny because they all come to like my positivity and my work ethic, so I've been very fortunate. And it wasn't because I was chasing money. I was just chasing always to make something good and to meet people that also want to make things that are good and fun. But I do have a story for you about meeting the opposite type of people, Hollywood type of people. I went to a New Year's Eve party with a friend of mine. She wanted to hook up with some guy that was trying to be a director, and so he was hanging around all these actors. And if you've ever hung around with actors in Hollywood, they're usually pretty boring, especially the younger they are. And I tried to have a conversation because we're at this party, and I'm like, well, I have to talk to people. So I started talking to these people, and it just became very apparent that they really had very little to say, because I was like, oh, hey, man, what do you like to do? And this guy was like, auditions? And I'm like, okay, but like anything else in life? I think I'm going to get a Disney part. I'm like, that is really boring. I'm going to go somewhere else. So I went off on my own to a corner of this house party and was just texting my actual friends like, hey, I hope you're having a great time. Happy New Year. I wish you the best. And it was strange because this actress came in. Her name was Constance Wu. Never met her before. This is before she had that movie Crazy Rich Asians. This is when she was on Fresh Off the Boat. And she came in and had a real bad attitude towards me. I didn't understand why, because I'd never even talked to her at this party. But she goes, why are you here? Nobody wants you here. And I went, whoa, who are you? I actually said that. I was like, who are you? And she goes, I'm Constance Wu. And I was like, is that supposed to mean something? Which she freaked out, because I don't think people like that are used to ever being stood up to. And I will stand up to anyone. I don't care who you are. If you don't treat someone like a human, I'm not going to be nice to you in return. So I might have called her some bad names and left. But I realized now that I'm older, that someone like that is probably not happy, even with money and success, because they don't have actual good people that truly care about them in my life. And I feel very fortunate because I have amazing people in my life. My family lives not that far from Los Angeles. In fact, they lived in Los Angeles for a bit. So I'm pretty much a native. And I have amazing friends that I can just turn to that would do anything for me and have helped me out in life and helped me become a better human being. And so when I look at someone that chases success, I almost feel sorry for them, because there's so much more in life that you can get. And you don't have to, alienate yourself from others. In fact, that's the thing that makes people depressed. So my advice to everybody in here is, or everybody out there watching, is find good people in your life, and you will have more success and happiness than those that just chase money or fame or any of that. So I want to thank you for listening to this very short video. I don't even know why I'm doing these. I think I'm just doing this just to do something, because I enjoy creating things. And that's actually why I've always worked in the industry. Every job I've ever gotten was because I worked for free and just did something just to do it. That's how I got the job with Chris Rock. That's how I got the job with Jim Jeffries. That's how I got the job that I have now. And that's how I keep working. And I'm hoping that my success will come in, and it doesn't need to be in the form of money. I just want to create things that are good and work with people that I love. So I wish everybody a happy Sunday. And, if you love someone, just tell them. It's free. All right. Thank you, guys. Have a good Sunday. I just want to let you guys know a little bit about myself. I'm a survivor. I was born a heroin baby, which I look at as a positive thing, because that means that I kicked heroin at birth. So I am 33 years clean and sober. That's right, I kicked it. And when I was born, I was 1 pound 7 ounces, which I don't know what that is, street value.